Hello, you guys. My name is Vjacheslav Bogdanov. I'm the developer of Zabbix. And today I will be talking about Zabbix Cloud. So, hello once again. There are some things I would like to prepare you for. First of all, I would like to say sorry for my English. It's a bit rusty, so sorry for that. And the other thing is, I'm not the most serious person in the world, so be prepared that I will show you some weird stuff or tell you some weird stuff, so please be prepared for that. What to expect today? I would like to tell you about the Zabbix Cloud, so the basic idea behind it, what it is, and what we are trying to achieve. And yeah, it may be that at the end you will have more questions than you had before. This is the normal result of my presentation, so nothing to be afraid of. And you might even be wondering why am I telling you all this stuff. So all that is okay, it's intended, so nothing wrong with that. The first slide I had, I made it in Microsoft Paint. It's a totally scientific research. It shows why I am telling you that, why they asked software developer to make a presentation about Zabbix Cloud. And this is the main reason. This is the main reason why I'm telling you that, because we had the research, and in fact, the more I talk, the less I code, and the less I code, the less harm is done to the Zabbix. So yeah, that's why I'm talking right now. And I would like to start with the usage, and I used Microsoft Paint for that. I would like you to join me on the amazing adventure of Zabbix in the cloud. And like many stories, our story starts a long, long time ago, in the simpler times, when in a small village. This is the small village, the people there living, and they had this amazing service, this notification service that they used in the mornings to wake up people. Everyone loves it. It's a great thing, and for the most part, everything was okay. But in fact, we don't live in a perfect world. The world is not perfect, so in one day, service was not available. So no request coming to that. Service is dead, and as I was saying, those were the simpler times, so people weren't prepared for that and didn't know what to do. So first thing first, they decided to replace the hardware, so the hardware of the service. This is the hardware of the service. They replaced it and thought that the problem will be gone forever and nothing could go wrong again. But as I was saying, we don't live in a perfect world, and someone stole the hardware the next day. And I used the HTTP statuses for that. So yeah, service was gone. And this is the time where people started to think about the need of the monitoring. So they need to monitor the service. They need to know, is it working? Is it present? Is it available in for all the townspeople? So they decided that they will just look at the service. They will stand near the fence and just look at it, so that it should be there. And while they were looking, some other problems came. So yeah, we don't live in a perfect world at all. And while they were fixing this problem, boom, and the service is on fire. I would like to point out, as a developer, I would like to point out that in fact we have multiple problems with the software. There could be invalid installation, there could be bugs in the software itself, there could be anything, and this is the result for the most part. This is how it looks. And yeah, then our villagers decide to put monitoring, the proper monitoring. So they put the cameras They put the cameras for the service, the cameras for the rest of the village. So everything is seen, everything is under control. And yeah, they thought that everything is fine, and now they can live their lives and don't stop to worry, but not really. In fact, things spread a lot, and starting from the service, things just spread to the whole village, and the monitoring service was down. And then additional questions arise, and those questions are, who will be monitoring the monitoring solution? And do they need the endless loop of monitoring services, checking the monitoring services, checking the monitoring services, and so on? So not an easy question to respond to. And this is the result. So of course they're not pleased with the result, because all this situation hits them right in the feelings. Yeah, and this is the part where my story, my fairy tale could just end. But this is not the story about sad village people. This is the story about Zabbix Cloud. So this is the moment where Zabbix Cloud came and saved the world. So, thank you. So, basic idea that we will do the monitoring. So you can keep your service, you keep your services, you keep your village, nothing wrong with that, but we will do the monitoring. So we will do the installation, we will do the upgrades, the backups, all the things required for you to get the monitoring. And we will do the monitoring of monitoring of monitoring of monitoring as well. There is a small note that not really, we don't have the clouds monitoring clouds, but we do assure that your monitoring will be working at all conditions. So it's the basic idea that monitoring will work for you. And as well, we are providing monitoring services in multiple regions, so all around the world. And you can check if your service is available on the other side of the world, if everyone can get your service. So yeah, no worries. No worries anymore, you don't need to worry. And this is the part where my fairy tale ends. And now I would like to be a bit more serious and put a bit more facts, numbers, I think like that. So maybe explain it a bit better. So usage. Our solution is based on Amazon. So currently, we use Amazon as cloud provider. And Amazon is available in the following regions. So USA, Asia, European Union, Canada, and South America. And those are the additional regions. So you can put your monitoring in any of those places, and in fact, in the combination of places. For example, you can use Zabbix Cloud to monitor how your service is available from different places, how it looks from the USA, from the Europe, from the Canada, and so on. So this is the first thing. Currently, we are working on allowing to deploy Zabbix server, including Zabbix frontend and Zabbix proxy into the cloud to use it as a service. It's not the whole package, in fact, because there is an additional, there is agent, of course, there is a Zabbix Java gateway and additional things, so yeah. And currently, we are providing 4 types of Zabbix node installations, 4 basic types, and additional 3L, just to check. And I would like to point out that all the things that mark with the beta sign, those things might change when we launch the final product. So this is how it looks for today, but some things might change. So in fact, well, we are having small, medium, large, and enterprise size nodes for you to use. And I would like to show you how it looks, so how the installation of Zabbix looks in Zabbix Cloud. So first thing first, I would like to think that all of you know how to use web-based systems. So you know how to open browser, so I skip that part. The next part you need to do is just to log in. As we are creating a new node, so we want to create a new Zabbix installation, we are pressing create new node. And this is the part when I was preparing for this speech, I thought that it's too easy, it's not really exciting. I'm showing you still pictures. So I'd like to add some dynamics to that. And to do so, I would like to introduce the help. It's a 60s Batman. That's the guy who came with the na 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 Batman, something like that. And at that time, there was a comic books, and they used different sounds, different graphical things to show the dynamics of scene, and I will use those as well. So when you press the create node, pow, and this form opens. So it's not that hard to create a Zabbix installation. You just need to specify the name. The name is used to give you a domain on Zabbix Cloud. Then you can specify the region, just one of the 15. Then you just select what type of node do you need and what component to deploy. After that, you just click create, zap, it's initiating. It's one thing that you need to do. You need to wait a bit. So we are taking the most parts and doing most of the parts by ourselves. But there is a few minutes delay, so you have to wait a bit. So it's initializing. And kapow, kapow, and it's ready, so you can use it. At this point, you have the whole control of your node. So you can stop it, you can start it, you can tweak the access filters. You can perform additional actions and things like that. You get the IP address for the server, you get the host name. So you're in the full control of your node. And the last part of the installation is, wow, you get the Zabbix running. So no need to install it by yourself, no need to configure it, no need to worry about the backups, no need to worry about, well, in fact, no need to worry about anything. And this is the part where the first questions arise. And the questions are, okay, Zabbix Cloud sounds okay, but why do I need to use Zabbix Cloud if I could just deploy Zabbix in the cloud all by myself? If Amazon services are provided for everyone, I could use different providers for that. So why? And to answer that question, I would like to speak a bit about the philosophy of Zabbix. Zabbix is open source product, and you don't have to pay. There is no hidden charges or limited functionality, nothing like that. So in fact, you can pick an instance in Amazon. You can set up Zabbix. You can do the configuration. You can do the backups. You can do everything else. But in this case, you are left all alone with that. So you will do the worrying about your monitoring. You will do the monitoring about how to set up, how to configure, and so on. If you are using Zabbix Cloud, then we will do worrying for you. So our team will be worrying for that. And in this time, you can just be happy. You can just enjoy yourself. Yeah, and this is the place where I should talk a bit about the support, because at any time, you might come to the situation when you just need someone to say you, no need to worry, I will do it for you, or everything is going to be fine. And this is the place where Zabbix support comes in. We have the integrated support in the Zabbix cloud. So you can describe your problem, a question, and even add the ASCII art of your cat, if it helps. Then you press Contact Support. You get the list of all your support tickets here. And this is the place where you can communicate with the support team. So support team will be always available for you. And in every support ticket, you get pretty common comment section when you can add some additional things, add description, and so on. So support will be there for you. Support will do all the things to help you with that. Support will, in fact, support you. Yeah. So no need to worry anymore. No need to do all those things by yourself. So main activities provided by Zabbix Cloud and support is we will provide the node monitoring. So we will ensure that your monitoring is running, that everything is fine, everything is working. We will do the backups. And in this case, we are talking about the full backups and the incremental backups. We will be there if you need us, if you need help from us. And we will do the software updates. So you just deploy Zabbix in the cloud, and you forget about all the problems related to the support of it. And as I said, we will do the worrying for you. The main idea is that, yeah, in fact, it's dangerous to go alone. So take Zabbix Cloud with you. And this is the place where you can sign up for beta. Currently, we are testing it. We're working on adding more features, improving the overall experience for you. So this is the URL where you can sign up for the beta. And we are planning to launch it launch the beta a bit earlier this year. So yeah, thank you. Thank you. Do you have any questions?
But we have plenty of time, so.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for so awesome presentation. We had a lot of fun. So as your presentation, we're also barely serious. So
I tried a lot, yeah.
We will start with some jokes as well.
Okay.
So one our community member asking, so can we get a laptop stickers of the dead burning chicken, please?
We can arrange it, I think, yeah.
Delivered by Zabbix.
Yeah, maybe as an option.
The next is the code that managed this solution is open source.
Not really, no. It's kinda easy because well, we use Zabbix for that, so no, that's open source, yeah. It's partially open source.
Awesome. I believe the next question will be really interesting to the community. What will happen with my data if a node will expire? Any backups or something like that?
Yeah, you have backups for a limited period of time. We will send you notifications about the expiration of your node. So yeah, no problem with that as long as you pay attention to those and you do something about it. If you need the data, you can get it, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Can we change Zabbix server parameters like timeouts or etc.? How about external and alert scripts? Could we use them also?
Well, we are working on a bit better solution for that, for the alerting. We would like to add multiple choices, multiple possibilities out of the box, so you don't need to add some external scripts or something like that. So we are working on that. But yeah, in fact you can get external scripts, but not in every plan.
Thank you. Another question which requires, let's say, more like yes, no.
Okay.
So will it be possible to integrate the cloud service, an example, remote checks for different locations into the local Zabbix installation?
into the local Zabbix installation.
Most likely, is it something like everything should be on the cloud, or you can use it alongside with all your environment?
Yeah, of course, you can use it as a combination of things, so you can deploy multiple proxies in the cloud and just use it as a part of your infrastructure. So nothing wrong with that.
Thank you. So, and in the end, will Bernard Doc be a native feature in the cloud monitor?
Not really, no.
I believe that's it from our side, and let the audience speaks.
Yeah, thank you. Very, very nice questions. Maybe some more questions from the audience. Yes, Vjacheslav was very concise and up to the point, so we still have time for the questions. Yeah, I see hand raised. Just a second, please.
How it will be priced?
Well, it's priced on the monthly base. So you are subscribing to this service, and you're paying monthly fee. Sorry?
Depending on what count of triggers, database size, network traffic.
It's mostly depends on the node type you're using. So as I showed you before, there are multiple plans available. This is the picture. So you can pick the small one, for example. We have the recommended NVPS, hosts, items, and so on that we use for the calculation. And it's mostly based on that, how many items you need to monitor and things like that. So there is no additional charges like, for example, if you pick the small node, it's not like you can, for example, create additional trigger and get charged for that. Nothing like that. So you are paying for the hardware that can handle this stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, just.
Thank you. It's interesting to know what features of AWS are you using to create a server? Is it an isolated EC2 instance? Is it a container? Is it a load balancer or something like that? Is it a separate isolated EC2 instance, for example?
Well, in fact, good thing that I have this slide shown with a beta sign, because currently there are multiple things that we're checking, so there is no simple answer for that. Yeah, currently we are using EC2 instances, but it's in fact a matter of change, so load balancing and things like that might change in the future.
Are you planning to use containers instead of, or maybe serverless?
Maybe as an option, yeah, maybe.
Okay, thank you.
More questions? Okay.
What about the security? Who will get access directly to the machine, and what about the agent installations?
You will have to install agents, yeah, but Zabbix currently supports encryption between server and agent or agent and proxy, so no problem with the security as far as you configure the encryption. Yeah, you have to enforce the encryption.
Can we SSH also to the machine?
Not really, no, not at the current point. This is made to make things simpler for you and simpler for us to help you with things. So you just use the support form, and you can ask anything you need for that node. So we'll do that for you, but we will ensure that it will provide you the best possible monitoring experience without any problems additional.
And we will pay also for example.
Not really, no. Support is included in the subscription.
Yeah, next question, please.
Hello, hi. Can you share with us how the provisioning of the infrastructure works in the background? Are you use some kind of Terraform scripts or Ansible? Is it public information or secret for now?
Well, I cannot really respond you if it's public or it's not public because we never talked about it before. So yeah, it's not public information. But yeah, there is multiple things we're doing on the internal side. So yeah, there is Ansible, there is multiple solutions used, but well, I would like to skip this one. So I don't have any slides for that. So it would be hard to show on my fingers how it's all connected and how it all works. So yeah, we will. I would say that maybe we will publish this information a bit later.
Thank you. More questions? Yeah, I see here hand raised, and but the first was in the back row. Okay.
Hello, thank you.
Hello.
As you know, monitoring is crucial for all the companies. Will you introduce live chat for your platform when we have, for example, some issues with our proxies at our premises connecting to the server?
Like for chatting with the support, or?
Yeah, live chat to the platform, so that when we have an issue to contact you directly and to respond in timely manner.
Yeah, maybe it could be an option, yeah.
Yes, please.
Here, Vjacheslav, here. In case of growing number of monitored hosts, who will watch and optimize configuration file for Zabbix server, for example, to increase number of puller or something like that? Thank you.
Well, there is multiple steps taken by our support team. First thing first, we are monitoring all the nodes, all the instances. So we will be the first one who will get the alerts that something's going wrong. So yeah, we will do the tweaking as far as we can do it. But if you are just running out of the scope of your hardware, then we will send you a notification that you should upgrade. You should use the larger plan.
Thank you. Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Here. One question is, do you already know which kind of relational database are you going to use? Are you going to use Elasticsearch behind it? Is it something you can share already, or?
Oh, not really. No,
Okay.
sorry.
The other question is very quick. Will it be possible to move from one like small instance to a bigger one without losing the data?
Clicks, yeah, just
Okay,
a few clicks.
cool. Thank you.
Thank you. More questions? Okay, so then in this case, we will have a longer coffee break. Please enjoy it, and maybe if you have any additional questions.